Windy weather across much of KELOLAND as we head through the rest of the afternoon. Rain toward Rapid City and snow even in the hills. We'll get to that in a moment. 50s out west, 60s to near 70 the farther east and then southeast you go. The wind does take a small break tonight, especially if you're East River, but then picks up after midnight. Another windy night on our hands out west as well. Lows will be in the upper 30s to mid 40s. We're keeping an eye on a few more opportunities for rain and thunderstorms as we head through the rest of the week. More on that coming up, but Midday in KELOLAND starts right now.
Live from KELOLAND Media Group, Midday in KELOLAND.
A new season will soon kick off at Houston Speedway this upcoming weekend. And adult film actor Stormy Daniels appears to testify in the hush money trial she describes meeting former President Donald Trump. Good afternoon and thanks for having us in. South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem's book went on sale today. No Going Back has generated some heat for the governor. In it, she admits to killing a 14-month-old hunting dog named Cricket she determined was, quote, untrainable. The governor's book tour included an appearance with News Nation with Elizabeth Vargas. Noem once again defended her decision to remove a passage about meeting North Korean dictator Kim Jong-un.
Told Politico that the world leaders' names were conflated in the book. What does that even mean?
What it means is that I've met with many world leaders, many of them.
Did you meet with Kim Jong-un?
Some of them are in the book and some of them are not in the book. And that when this was brought to my attention, I immediately took actions and asked to have his name removed.
But why did you remove it? Is it because it's untrue, that passage?
No, this is something that I think I'm not going to talk about. I don't talk about personal meetings with world leaders, and I'm going to continue to stay there.
But clearly, if you're taking it out of the book, it's because it's untrue.
Well, I've given you my answer.
Noem was considered a top candidate to be former President Donald Trump's pick for vice president. It's unclear how the fallout from the book will impact her chances, but experts from both parties say it has diminished her odds. The woman at the center of Donald Trump's criminal trial in New York took the witness stand today. CBS's Michael George reports.
Stormy Daniels is in the same room as former President Donald Trump, called to testify about payments she accepted as part of what prosecutors call a cover-up scheme ahead of the 2016 presidential election.
She can't say for sure, I know that this is what Trump intended.
Attorneys for the former president asked the judge to bar prosecutors from asking Daniels about sex. Judge Juan Merchan said Daniels, whose real name is Stephanie Clifford, would be allowed to testify about the basic details of the encounter, an encounter Trump denies. Trump entered Manhattan Supreme Court Tuesday morning, calling the felony hush money trial unfair, and said there's no smoking gun.
That's what they're trying to get us on, the fact that we call a legal expense a legal expense.
His attorneys are expected to question the former adult film star's credibility.
What she's going to say is, in part, this is all about trying to make sure that the voters didn't hear what I wanted to say.
Trump also railed against the judge's gag order on his way into court, calling it unconstitutional, but made no mention of Daniels by name. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
Turning now to a first look at our midday forecast with meteorologist Adam Runt. Pretty pleasant outside here in eastern South Dakota. Out west, it's snowing, Adam.
Yeah, because why not? It's spring in South Dakota, after all. Yeah, that's not an old video that you're seeing behind me in Terry Peak. That's happening right now. A lot of snow going on in the highest elevations of the hills with a winter storm warning still in place, especially for areas near and above that 6,000 foot mark in elevation. So 35 in nearby Lead with a northwest wind at 23 miles per hour. Just when we thought we could slam the door shut, nope, that comes around again. But we have this at least. A beautiful view from downtown Sioux Falls. Notice the trees really starting to pop with color, really getting the leaves to come around as of late. 61 degrees at the airport with a southwest wind at 16 miles per hour. Just some fair weather clouds up above. You can maybe see an isolated sprinkle later on this afternoon and evening, but overall I think we're going to be more dry than wet as we go through the rest of your day East River. Some chillier numbers out there. In Custer, they're at 36, 45 Spearfish and Buffalo, 46 in Faith. At least we're at 53 in Rapid City and Mobridge, 52 for Pierre, 57 in Aberdeen, but 67, the warm spot right now in Spencer. Not too far off the pace in Yankton, they are at 63. The wind, though, yeah, that's not going anywhere anytime soon. Another windy day on our hands, 15 to 30 miles per hour East River, and some stronger winds out west, including toward Winter, Valentine, Faith, and Buffalo, anywhere from 35 to 45 miles per hour. And those are not gusts. Those are sustained winds. So there's satellite and radar. We do also have a couple of scattered rain showers southwest of Mobridge, west of Pierre. And then, of course, in the higher elevations of the hills, we have the reminder that the weather is going to do whatever it wants at the end of the day. And in this case, we have snow in the highest elevations of the hills. But for the rest of your afternoon in southeastern KELOLAND, yeah, not bad. Windy, but still pleasant all the same. Highs in the 60s to near 70, with northeastern KELOLAND not too far off the pace. Upper 50s to low to mid 60s. But regardless of where you are today, it's going to be windy, but chillier toward the Wyoming and Montana borders, with highs only in the 50s and 40s. Up at 60s, though, toward the Missouri River Valley. We'll talk about the rest of your 7-day forecast coming up.
Thank you, Adam. It's been a slow go for drivers on some busy Sioux Falls streets. This morning, crews moved 2 large homes across town. As you can see in the video, the structures took up the entire width of this street. Crews are moving the homes from the area near Interstate 229 and Cliff Avenue, where a major interchange project is getting underway. Today's move impacted traffic on Minnesota Avenue, Russell Street, and North Marion Road. They will be placed at West Bentgrass Circle and northwestern Sioux Falls. Houston Speedway will kick off the racing season on Sunday with its traditional Mother's Day opener. Millions of dollars will be up for grabs this year, highlighted by the Houston's High Bank Nationals in June, where the winner of the A main will earn $250,000. There are 22 nights of racing on this year's schedule, and General Manager Doug Johnson says it will be competitive at every level.
We're seeing a lot of the Race Saver sprint car guys move up to the 410s, and we're seeing some guys move up to the Race Savers, and I just think the level of competition that we're going to see at Houston Speedway on week in and week out is going to be second to none.
The new season kicks off on Sunday at Houston Speedway. Gates open at 5 p.m. with racing starting at 7:30. The first 200 moms through the main gate will receive a free carnation and a chance to win $100. The Rapid City Fire Department has found its missing gear. The fire department says the gear was located in a dumpster Tuesday morning on the south side of Rapid City. The gear was stolen out of one of the department's vehicles at the beginning of May. The stolen gear was a full protective kit along with a few personal items used on the job. Spreading positivity with the goal of improving mental health. That's the mission of Live Inspired 365. The nonprofit started out with an online storefront of items that all featured a positive message. Now the organization has grown into its own storefront near 49th and Louise in Sioux Falls. Volunteers helped to keep the store open all week to help support the ongoing mission of Live Inspired 365.
All the monies we raise and all the proceeds that we have here actually go back to the local behavioral health centers or other organizations that we do collaborations with. So we've worked with Call to Freedom, we've worked with the Veterans Houses.
The impact their positive messages are having on people dealing with a mental health battle all over the Sioux Falls region. Coming up in tonight's Eye on KELOLAND at 10.